ranchos.
All right, we're back. Circling Back podcast Tuesday morning. My name is Dave, and I'm just checking this here cold call spreadsheet for the upcoming Patreon episode that we'll record at 2 Central today.
You got some gas in there?
We got some calls we're gonna make. We could use some more. We posted on the Instagram and Twitter the form you got to go fill out, but we got some good calls we'll make.
Get your calls in, huh?
Producer Randy,
Hi, Dave.
double row backed up.
Yes, that's true. I got the long sleeve and the shorts on today because it's going to be a high of 84 today.
Not cool. Not cool at all.
Exactly. It's warm.
Yep.
It's the opposite of cool. Yar, it be the sun shining on us.
I was in a full-on blizzard 2 days ago, dog.
Oh yeah, you were in Vegas.
Vegas, baby.
The price of a brick done went up with Venezuela.
The first cocaine joke for 2026 happened a minute 20 into Dillon's first podcast.
You didn't listen to the
First
show
episode.
yesterday.
So, now we went to Brian Head, though. Did some sledding, some tubing, actually.
Who's Brian?
Brian Head is a mountain in Utah, and it was...
And you skilled it.
A mountain of cocaine.
A free solo.
it was dumping as real skiers.
Unlike Randy.
Real ski heads, no.
It was dumping.
All right.
He's got a problem.
No,
I'm constipated, everybody.
dude, it's travel.
It is.
When I was in Utah, I went like 3 days with just like little droplets.
Don't. Can't do that. I don't want to. This is my fault.
Oh,
It looked
God.
like
Don't.
deer turd.
Yeah,
gonna lose
little
people.
raccoon turds. The Riatime guy is constipated.
Days
It's
without taking a normal one.
It's been rectified though.
Rectified.
That's typically how it works.
At the bloody stool.
Come on.
I hope your girlfriend's friends are still listening.
Does Dillon even know about the bloody stool?
Dude, I feel like that
fans
you
don't
are
even
like
know.
Sneaky, the grossest guy who does the pods here.
What are you talking about? How so?
What you
Droplets?
just said is one of the grossest things that's ever been said on the show.
People.
And I made a pretty gross one yesterday. I can't remember what it was.
I don't know.
Did y'all talk Randy hard launch yesterday?
No.
Yes.
A little bit. It was very.
Randy,
Hey, go
we
follow at
litigated.
Randy
That was-
Trebacki on
Dillon,
Instagram.
man,
That was a cute situation, dude.
Hey, buddy, if you want to talk about it, be on the show.
Yeah.
We can't relitigate this.
I know.
People are mad about it.
Quit doing blizzards in Utah and
Hey,
Vegas.
Blizzard. Was that real blizzard?
What,
Dude,
was it Reese's
It
Pieces?
was coming in sideways, man. It was a whiteout.
Just like
Total-
Paul Wall.
It's a total whiteout.
Were you prepared with the wardrobe?
Yeah. Sure was, man.
Like an actual blizzard?
Yeah.
Like
it was
blizzard
snowing.
warning.
It was snowing very hard. It was very windy. Like I said, it was coming in sideways.
What were the drifts looking like?
Did they turn it upside down?
That would be the dessert, the frozen treat.
Yes.
This is a different. I'm talking about
I know,
the weather.
He was my pledge brother.
You can't do pirate, fucking alien back to back.
Yar, they're coming from the sky.
Yeah, that's where snow comes from, man.
I was talking about the aliens.
What a stupid 4 minutes of this
Yeah,
show.
no, we could just reset.
It's a space
If y'all want
pirate.
to.
It's a live show.
We could reset the live show.
Give me your booty.
Did y'all miss me like at all? Like not even a little bit?
No, Will filled in. It was nice. And he actually sat farther away.
Yeah.
That's weird.
No, I liked it. This is,
You want me to do that?
but also when he sat down, the couch broke
Like 5 times.
like 5 times.
Yeah, that'll happen.
And I think he was a little bit embarrassed. Like he thought like his weight was doing that. But I told him it happens to everybody.
I think that seat specifically.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I got this one pretty well dialed in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Ladies and gentlemen, back from vacation, Dillon Shivery.
Man, I'm just stoked to be back. I just feel like deep down in my bones and my plums that this is going to be an excellent year for Wash Media. That's just how I feel. Feel free to disagree. But that
It'd be weird if I disagreed.
I just think good things are going
I just don't think it's going to be a good year.
Yeah, I actually
good
think it's going
things
to
are
be pretty shit.
Good things are just happening, you know, and I feel really good about it. I'm happy to be here. I'm rejuvenated. I'm excited.
Are you
I'm
rejuvenated?
a little horny
Yeah.
about it.
Oh.
Just in general.
Speaking about deep down your plums, a prune is just a dehydrated plum, right?
Yes.
Then why is it prune juice if it's dehydrated? Why isn't it just plum juice?
Plum juice sounds gross.
You know what? I don't know the answer to that.
Someone let me know.
I don't know the answer to that.
Doesn't make sense.
That's one I have no guess for. I don't know.
Do plums have the same digestive effect as a
I would assume.
prune?
I don't know.
It's hard to say.
Let's get Liv's hot boyfriend to explain it to us.
She messaged me. And she was like, "Hey, I'd really appreciate it if y'all."
Would stop objectifying.
Somebody doxed him.
Wait, actually?
No,
No.
she didn't message me. She has no one's brought it to her attention, and if they have, she was like, "It's not really worth the text."
Probably not.
It's fine.
Like those guys are in my past. I don't really think about them
It's a
much
time of my
anymore.
life. I look back some of it fondly, but a lot of it, like being associated with them, not so fondly.
Yeah, I get it.
But that's life when you're a motherfucking frat star.
That's true.
Facts.
2026, the year of washed media, according to Dillon Chivery.
Let's
Yeah, I
go.
think so.
Mark it down.
Like I mentioned, so we have a Patreon. We're going to do listener voicemails that'll drop Friday. Tuesday we do a show, and that is going to be cold calls today. What's cold calls? I'm new here. I'm friends with Randy's girlfriend. I've just started listening to the show. Hang on, I'm new here, dude. I'm AJ. I'm Randy's like new acquaintance.
Allow me to explain it to you.
Go ahead, guy who wasn't here yesterday but is attractive yet gross.
We ask listeners to give us their phone number along with a prompt, a topic of which they would like to discuss. And from that list, we choose people to call in cold call fashion during a very specific time slot.
I'm looking
And they're
at
ready
them.
for us, and hopefully they answer the phone. If not, we put them on a blacklist and never call them again. That's not true. But we do want you to answer the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a fun show. It's a fun show.
And if you're going to put down a number of your friend, let us in on the bit, and maybe we'll choose it. So
Yeah.
if you want us to prank phone call your friend, like at least let us know that we're prank phone calling them.
I'm going to be completely transparent. And I have not shared this with anyone else in the company, and I probably should have.
Whoa.
If this is not an A+ episode of Cold Call, I'm going to consider swapping out Cold Call. For what, I don't know.
We're already doing some swaps already. Do we want to talk about that?
Is that video you sent me on Slack?
Mm-hmm.
Something swap. Just because not that they haven't been good, it's just like I feel like with some of the calls where like the person doesn't realize that they're being called and we aren't in on it, and there's like about 45-second ramp up before it gets good. I just feel like I don't want it to stall momentum. Momentum in a podcast is real, in my opinion,
Oh, yeah.
and I want to keep it. I want to keep it on Cold Call.
Yar, we need to keep the wind in our sails.
All right. You know, there's something to that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I agree, Dave.
I'm not saying it's not a do or die, but I would like it to be a great episode.
Just pick up the phone, too, you know?
yeah, from 2 to 3 Central. Just pick it up. Just answer.
Yeah.
That's
all you
your, slow,
gotta do.
that's your slow time at work anyway.
It's either going to be us or someone trying to give you a small business loan.
Because if you don't, and then Randy has to go back and do a lot of editing, and you don't want to make Randy edit.
You know,
Look at him.
don't make me edit.
You don't want to make Randy do work.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he's not doing much, like as far as like the wires in here go.
Dave's back on that.
The wires are still here.
He thought 2026 it would be
I thought that
wireless.
was the year.
The tech is there.
I don't know if it is.
Somehow we are just...
I don't know if the tech is there.
Some of it could be, but not all of it.
I feel like that would be bad for our long-term health if everything was like Bluetooth, and I know that there's not. I don't know if there's any.
You don't have to worry about radiation in your balls
That's what I was thinking. Wait, why?
because you don't have any.
No, I do.
You cut them off.
No, I didn't actually.
I
It
thought
was a
that's-
vasectomy.
Yeah, that's what they do.
That's not how it works.
That's not what I was told.
Anyway,
Yarr, they took me nuts.
join the Patreon. I'm gonna start calling it that. Are you sick of Pirate Voice yet?
No.
Okay, you will be.
So we did spend a good 30 minutes out in the bullpen after the episode, just all of us doing it.
We had a call with Flounder this morning. Just called and hit him up. He's like, hey, dude, go try my. He's representing some beef brand,
Dude,
Wagyu X.
Always a salesman, man.
And he's like, go, you can get it at Central Market, dude. It's really good. So the tri-tip's excellent. So try it. I want to do This Weekend in Fun, Dillon edition, presented by our good friends at Factor.
Bro, let's go out this weekend. There's a crazy event happening.
I like to turn up.
Bro, there's a crazy event happening.
We had the party and it was lit.
I got yelled at by a prostitute.
Let's just go have fun and let go a little.
Little Woodrows, let's go.
Presented by Factor. Dylan, how nice would it be if you had some Factor meals? You just got back in town yesterday. Don't want to cook. You're like up against it.
That would have been great because I just made myself a smoothie last night.
You needed a Factor meal.
I know.
Make this your best season yet with nutritious 2-minute meals from Factor. Eating well's never been this easy. Just heat up and enjoy, giving you more time to do what you want. You know Factor.
Factor's great. Everything they send is very tasty, healthy, filling. Even the smoothies and juices they send are excellent.
Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, Keto, and more. You can choose from all those gourmet meals. I'm a Protein Plus guy,
Same.
but I'll dabble in Calorie Smart.
Sure.
Really, honestly, if they send it to me, I'm going to eat it. But I do trend Protein Plus.
I'm a cosign.
With 45 weekly menu options, you can pick gourmet meals that fit your goals. And Factor powers your day with satisfying breakfasts, on-the-go lunches, premium dinners, and guilt-free snacks and desserts. It's easy to savor more this spring. Factor Meals packs in the flavor with none of the fuss. None of the fuss. Get started at factormeals.com/backer50off. That's backer50 off, and use code backer50 off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. I like the chicken. I'm a big fan of all of their chicken. I just want to put that out there. And the pork. Pork chop's good.
Yeah.
That's code backer50 off at factormeals.com/backer50 off for 50% off plus free shipping. Dylan, I'm going to give you a little time to just kind of break down. You were all over the place.
Yeah, I had a busy break. The last 5 days I was in Vegas
Speaking of,
/St. George, Utah /Tokerville, Utah, Brian Head.
Tuckerville. Super sticky.
Took Parks to go meet some more of Chelsea's family. He'd already met her parents, but now he met the brother and Chelsea's sister-in-law and their 2 little kids, niece and nephew. Started in Vegas. I thought Parks would get a kick out of Las Vegas, and he didn't love it like I wanted him to. The casinos really threw him off.
Is it because he's very young?
Yeah, he's like, why is everyone smoking in here and smells terrible? I was like, I get it, man. That's just what happens in Vegas.
I like that he recognized that.
Yeah, did he put all of his allowance on black or
He
something?
did, yeah. He lost it. I told him I played a little bit of blackjack. I said, whatever I win, I'm going to split it with you. He goes, okay, deal.
What's the rule on kids in the casino?
You can walk through a casino, but you can't like stand there and watch a game.
Okay.
So he could walk through it, but when I played blackjack, Chelsea had to bring him to a different area. I did not win money, so I didn't get to split it with him.
So you charged him.
Yeah,
Oh,
I lost $150, and I sent him a Venmo request for 75. No. We had dinner at Din Tai Fung, aka DTF, which is a soup dumpling place inside the Aria, Chelsea's favorite restaurant, and that was a big hit. Parks loved that. Yeah, and then we drove 2 hours to St. George, Utah, little town in southwest Utah. Big time Mormon country, which ties into the documentary I watched that I'll be talking about in a little bit.
What, you didn't have time to see the BMG in Vegas?
I did not see the BMG in Vegas. No. We were there for like 22 hours. I wasn't going to spend, 3 of those going to a show.
Okay.
But it's not even a show. It's an experience. It's the Blue Man Group.
It's a lifestyle.
I don't think the Blue Man Group is for me. I'll be honest. It's just not for me.
Wow. So you've been lying all of these years.
I don't think I've ever gone on record saying it's for me.
He's more Redman, just doing all that freaking long cut.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm more for Redman.
Okay.
The Redman Group.
More of a Method Man guy myself.
I just do chewing tobacco. Yeah, we did a day, like I said, at Brian Head. Went sledding up there, and that was fun. Just good time, good family time.
Did you wear a helmet?
No, we were tubing.
Oh, okay. I guess nobody gets hurt tubing.
No one wore a helmet. I would have been the only just boner doing it.
My
so I didn't do it.
tubes.
Did you oil up the bottom of your trash can lid
Yeah.
and go?
I set a land speed record.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did. Utah's interesting, especially this part of Utah. So in the middle of St. George, Utah, is a big Mormon temple, and it like the whole town is like built around it seemingly, and it's Mormon country. We did we did Swig, which is a very popular with the Mormons. Chelsea's family is not Mormon, by the way. I don't know, not that needs clarification, but they're not.
Oh.
So they're
Huh?
they're like an outlier seemingly.
Do they have really good drainage? Like, I just feel like it's.
Everything gets soaked. Is that what you're going to go for?
That was the joke he was trying.
No, I was
to go
thinking
for
it might
there,
be
Dylan.
susceptible to flash floods, just given like
Right.
its proximity.
Mormon country is interesting. It's interesting.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Are Mormons kind of HPO?
Oh,
Not
the
people
people.
only?
I thought you meant the area.
All of the above, really.
I wouldn't say Mormons are generally better looking than other folks. No, I wouldn't say that at all.
Okay.
It's just an interesting place.
What's interesting about it?
Everything's about the church. Like I don't know what people do for fun really there. There's not much going on. Not much going on.
Are they very
Yeah.
nice and friendly?
They do have bars, but if you make a cocktail, there's a 1 ounce limit per drink. So they're pretty weak cocktails. Which
Yeah, I'll take a triple.
Which Micah would like. You can't order a triple.
Yeah, well, I'll fucking bring a flask.
And so Swig, like they love their sugar.
That's the place that we were obsessed with like a year or two ago.
Yeah, we took Parks to Swig, and it is really good.
Do you think it was cool?
Yeah, they make dirty sodas. They're fun.
Damn.
There's one coming in Austin.
There is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He think
But
he
way
me.
north.
Yeah.
Was he double cupped up?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. No, it was a great time.
Yeah. Do Mormons do lean?
I don't know, Randy.
I
Probably
bet that
not.
dirty soda blew his mind.
Dude, they're good. We got the Founder, which is Diet Coke. It has coconut cream in it, lime,
Did it steal some guy's wife?
Yeah.
something else.
Did it cut costs by?
Did it steal
freezer?
someone's burger idea?
It did, yeah.
And then
it did.
become a billionaire?
It did.
Didn't spend money on ice cream and did powdered milk instead.
What a disappointing part of that movie.
Yeah, kind of a dick.
Yeah,
Kroc.
not a good guy.
Shouts to Ray Kroc's family.
Good movie, by the way. Michael Keaton underappreciated in that
I
role.
feel like we're the only ones who watched it.
We were, but it's a movie I'm glad I watched
Yeah.
It was interesting.
with my company.
Yeah.
We watched that with the company. You remember that?
I do.
It was a
an outing.
squad outing.
I think we were supposed to get some message from it. I don't really know what it was.
The message was to steal your
Grind?
business partner's wife.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Do everything as
Don't
a-
get any ideas.
do
guys.
everything as a handshake deal, so you don't actually have to, make good on it.
Tar, a handshake means nothing no more. Everything is papered up.
When Randy did his hard launch, I had to announce it to everyone that I was with that Randy hard launched. It was a big moment.
Oh,
I didn't
shit.
even notice it because I started getting texts from my family members like, "What's going on? What's going on?"
Did Randy
Who's
break
dating
the
him?
internet? We're happy for you. Was the general sentiment among the people?
Oh, well,
No,
happy
some
for
people
you.
I know weren't happy. For
oh, they were.
they're pissed off. They're like, they don't want to see Randy thrive.
Too bad. 2026, year of Wash Media, and the year of Randy.
Damn.
Yeah,
And producer year.
I hope not. That would be terrible.
Oh, we did Zion too. I didn't mention that. We went to Zion National Park, which is
Yeah.
30, 45-minute drive from where her brother lives, and did a little hike through there. Beautiful, beautiful area. Yeah.
See any wildlife?
Yeah, they
Any
had some.
snakes?
They had some deer that we saw, and that was it. I wanted to see a bear, or maybe a goat, mountain goat. Something cool like that. I didn't see that, but we saw some deer. We see deer here, but they're cool. Beautiful, beautiful.
Okay. I always worry about snakes on those hikes.
I don't know what the snake situation is out that way.
Copperhead.
Maybe
We had Viper in here yesterday.
Yeah,
there's a viper in here.
There was. Yeah.
Who let it in?
He's owner of the company, partially.
Yeah. He was wearing his Grateful Dead vest.
Over a Billy Strings t-shirt.
Pretty cool one too.
Why are you calling him Viper?
Because he's Viper.
That's what everybody calls him. They've been calling
Yeah.
that since high school.
You didn't know
Surprised
that?
you didn't know that.
Are we talking about Will DeFreeze?
We're talking
Yeah,
about Viper.
we know
yeah.
we know him commonly as Viper.
Yeah.
That's new to me. Okay, I'll start calling him that. Did not know.
This guy.
Don't even know about Viper.
And that concludes Dylan's weekend in fun. Thank you all for
Viper.
listening.
That's so sick.
I already forgot about Viper.
It's the first thing I thought of when we walked in today. Oh, goodness. Well, that looked like a lovely trip, man.
It was a lovely trip.
Did you get a chance to bust out that Fitbod app?
No, sadly, as you can probably tell.
Hypothetically. No, I can't tell. Your 8-day vacation, or 8 days since I've seen you, like, you haven't put on too much mass. You look fine.
Well, thank you. I feel gross.
Let's say you were on a trip, hypothetically, and you were like, man, all I got is this
If I were on a trip,
weight I
hypothetically,
brought.
and I didn't have access to like the full gym equipment, but I still wanted to get a good workout in,
Correct.
body weight workout, I would probably dial up the Fitbod app and say,
Bingo.
all right, here I am. I don't have a gym.
And you're kind of at elevation, too.
I'm an elevation. Give me a workout. Fitbod would absolutely set me up for success there.
That's
Dave.
what's up with Fitbod. Create your personalized workout routine based on your goals, fitness level, and available equipment. And the workouts adapt to your growth, so each workout is challenging enough to push you to make progress. And Fitbod tracks your muscle recovery so you can avoid burnout and keep up your momentum. Fine-tuned by experienced certified personal trainers to bring best practices and exercise science to you. Achieve your New Year's resolutions and learn movements the right way. With over 1,000 demonstration videos, level up your workout the new year. Join Fitbod today and get your personalized workout plan. Get 25% off your subscription or try the app free for 7 days at fitbod.me/steam. That's fitbod.me/steam.
Those demonstration videos are clutch, especially for those who are kind of new to working out. Maybe they don't know the exact movements they're supposed to be doing. Do it safely and do it with proper technique. You get the best results out of it. Those videos are huge.
He's right. So
What's this one about? Dillon Exposed.
you got your goofy little ass exposed yesterday, didn't you?
I know what
Exposed.
this is. I know what this is about. And I
Yeah.
don't think this is a big deal.
Well, I told him right before he got into the studio.
Yeah,
I
he
heard
told
him.
me.
He gave you a little context.
So it was Will's birthday on January 2nd. By the way, maybe the worst day of the year to have a birthday.
Oh,
By the way, happy Jan
yeah,
6th.
happy
to you. I know
January
you
6th, yeah.
Celebrate today.
yeah, I almost
big
didn't
one.
come in.
I'm surprised you didn't take today off.
Yeah.
Just to
Thank
kind of
you.
reflect on.
I thought that
That
the
day.
video, first of all, had that video not seen the light of day yet?
I had never seen
I
it.
feel like I hadn't seen it yet.
Oh, it was from New Orleans during Micah's bachelor party, and this was the last night we were there. We went to a restaurant. I don't remember the name of it. Do you? We ordered a pig head.
I will say it was a underwhelming restaurant, mainly because we ordered a pig.
We ordered a pig head, and you're like, what is that? Like, it's a pig's head. It's a pig's head. It's the entire head they just put on a plate.
Getting
not
some
kidding.
swill at the boar's head.
And we thought it'd be fun to order, and you had to cut through like 3 inches of just fatty fat to get to the meat. It was disgusting.
Just unnecessary.
It was so gross. I did not get pig head, but some people from the table ate from it, and I think Will was one of them actually. If he even
You always
got,
had higher standards.
if Will even got to the eating portion of the dinner.
Now, I don't know if Will did. I think you put him in an Uber. Or no, didn't you both leave?
I had to take him home.
That was your out.
Yeah, I took him home.
That was your out. And I stayed and hung around and got COVID-19.
And so Will was kind of passing out at the table because Will goes hard. We were on a bachelor party, and yeah, I videoed it. What's the big deal?
Well,
I think that video has seen the light of day before, so I felt it
Well.
was safe to let it fly. Was he upset?
I guess you'll have to listen to the show, bud.
I know that you guys talked about the egg video, and
We almost dropped it on Sunday
and if
Scaries.
Will's gonna do that.
We're going to drop it on Scaries and tag you and put Monday.
Oh, that would have been.
Pull a lat?
I think I did.
What happened?
No, more so in the ribs there.
Oh, you had that procedure over the break.
I don't think that would have been a proper response to the video that I posted.
Dude, he's going to drop it on Scaries.
Yeah.
And it's just going to say, like,
Tag me.
That's the
Look
power
at
he
this
has.
fucking guy eating eggs. The scariest audience would be very confused by that.
he wouldn't
content.
lose any followers. He
They'd be
could
like,
do it.
Like,
And if he did, it would be marginal.
Who hacked the scariest account? I just see a guy eating hard-boiled eggs.
On a couch. It worked.
I don't think I crossed a line. Did I cross a line?
I don't know, man. It's not really up to me.
Yeah.
Only God can judge you.
I almost did the the Matto Ranchos one.
Matto Ranchos.
Remember the one that he
pouring the drink?
No, he passed out at Matto Ranchos.
Ah, yes, that's a good one.
So I
He
feel like
gets the head bobs.
I've seen that one before. So I was like, I remember a like sleeping Will at the table video, but never.
I know
this
that one.
Yeah.
Will's funny when he does that because his head just it looks like it weighs 1,000 pounds.
I remember
he can't keep it up.
The first time I ever saw it in person, I think was at like Perry's at the first ever Christmas party I went to. Like
Really? He
2020.
got that into it?
He was getting a little
Oh,
saucy.
yeah, that's when the wives were there.
Yeah.
And I sat down at the table and he was already toasted.
Yeah.
It's funny. I'm not a pass out at the table guy.
I don't think I've ever
I did
done that.
pass out standing up at not the Golden Nugget, Golden something bar in New Orleans one time. I passed out standing up, and I went home.
I've definitely fallen asleep. I know.
That's when it's time.
I'm pretty sure I've never seen this video because Dave pointed out a very good thing. I've never seen this face before. So I feel like we both would have remembered that.
Yeah, that face is. I don't think that's a face I've ever seen you make.
That's the most cocky face you've ever made in your life.
Dude, you kind of look like Quagmire. Like your face is just.
Giggity.
That's so good.
Oh man, yeah. That's that just means it's time to go home.
In the video, you can kind of see Pierce sitting next to Will too. You don't get the full Pierce experience, but like enough of it for real ones to know like Pierce was in the building.
Dude, Pierce is the best.
Dude, Pierce.
I saw him most recently at Micah's St. Patrick's Day party.
Really? Yeah, I guess that's when I saw him.
This is 2024.
Yeah. So anyway, man, anybody else you want to embarrass? Any
Yeah.
other coworkers you want to?
Man, I thought that would be well received. I don't know. It's not like he's doing anything bad, you know. He's just
had a good time.
And eating eggs isn't bad too.
This is on the tail
That's
end
actually
of
high in zinc and
tail
a
end of
little
a
bit of
bachelor
protein.
party.
Did I tell you the crazy move I'm doing?
What's up?
Bro, let's go out this weekend. There's a crazy move in the kitchen happening.
Oh, shit.
I'm now doing cottage cheese in my scrambled eggs before, like whisking it in before I cook them, which is not a move that's unheard of. A lot of people do this, but I have never done it. And I'm officially doing it because, well, you could probably guess why. Up the protein intake.
Mm-hmm.
You're only getting about 6. If you get a huge egg, maybe 7 grams of protein per egg. If I had some cottage cheese, I think I'm at a minimum adding maybe 5-6 grams to the overall meal, which is good. But B, in addition to the caloric intake being upped, my macros, it's also fluffing the eggs, the scrambled eggs up.
Is
a little
it?
bit. So yeah,
Cheat code?
It's a little cheat code. Little cheat code.
Okay, can you taste the cottage cheese? Because
Not really.
My big problem with cottage cheese is that I find it absolutely disgusting.
You probably wouldn't
So-
like it, but you really can't notice it.
Well,
I
then-
don't.
Well, then it's worth a shot. It's worth a.
This guy. Hey, dude, live look at me taking shots in Utah. What the fuck? 1 ounce? Come on, man.
Right?
I mean, I think one fluid ounce is a pretty standard shot.
Shut the hell up.
Okay.
You know this guy's being such an ass yesterday.
Oh, what was I doing?
I don't know. You're on your
But
bullshit.
think if your cocktail is limited to 1 ounce of liquor, like a margarita.
Yeah.
You can't do like an ounce of tequila plus some, orange liqueur because it has to total an ounce, right?
Yeah.
But I think an ounce is a standard drink. I don't know. I had to
I
take
thought it was
that-
1.5.
Yeah, it varies. I don't know.
Man,
how much is that solo cup little first ring? That's how you know.
Truly hard to say.
Truly
You're
hard
probably
to say.
right. I bet the chat knows.
I think like a shot is like in a shot glass
I
is
got-
1 ounce.
I got in a little bit of trouble when I was in Utah because I sat down at the bar and the bartender, he said, "You want more to drink?" I said, "Yeah, but that's the problem. The more I drink, the more I drink." Dude.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, "Hey, you done, man? You done with me close your eye?" I said, "No."
The more you drink, the more you drink.
I said, "No."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "I ain't drinking anymore." And he reached for my, and I said, "But I ain't drinking anymore." Oh man,
Oh,
seriously,
man.
that's good seeing you.
Yeah.
We gotta get out. We gotta play golf sometime.
Who's this character?
What?
Billy Joe.
We saw the Toad on Friday.
What a treat.
We saw the Toad and Heezy and D McKinley.
Wow, what a squad!
They were playing like in the group ahead of us. The Toad wants to play. He reached out. He said he wants to play.
Sign me up. Golfing with the Toad. Does it get better?
Probably eating some bananas too.
Oh yeah.
You know about that?
Get bananas from the halfway
Just
house.
sobering
there.
up.
Did
What, dude?
So Will,
You weren't there. You don't know Toad.
Did
I
Will
don't know
meet
Toad.
Toad for the first time? Was it the first interaction?
Ryan met Toad, but well, Will might have met him in passing.
Okay.
But yeah, it was. The chapter was well represented.
Don't get no better than Toad, man.
No. Ryan was like, man, he's a big dude. I was like, yeah,
I'm sad I missed that.
damn right he is. He's the Toad.
He's a lovable giant.
It's a Toad. So in conclusion, if we
Look,
want to
I ain't
wash,
drinking any less, Randy. What don't you understand?
I get it.
It's
If
not
we-
clocking to
If
Randy.
we want Wash Media to start off on a good foot this year, I think we need to release the egg video. That's what
Let's do it, dude.
That's
Let's
the
go.
conclusion
So that
that
way
we've
I want it
reached.
out.
You won't have this hanging over your big ass head.
I don't want it out. It's so underwhelming
Then why does it matter?
because I look like an idiot. I'm just on the couch eating eggs, and for some
Do it.
reason,
Get it out of the way.
my friend decided to record me.
Get it out of the way.
Someone called them the Eggstein files in the chat.
It's been released before. It was up for like 20
you
minutes.
deleted it.
Yeah, you deleted
Yeah,
it.
because I don't want it out.
You
man.
redacted it.
I'm gonna log in and I'm gonna delete this video.
There's no payoff for this video.
The payoff will be actually great for you because it's out there.
yeah.
You won't have to worry.
That's not a
about it.
payoff.
It'd be like if you had a secret that I don't know, and you were like, I hope nobody finds out. And once it's out there, it's like, oh, weight off my shoulders.
There's nothing I'm trying. It's not a secret, you know.
You have a secret egg video.
Yes.
Jeffrey
It's
Eggstein.
not like a skeleton in my
exactly.
closet that is going to get released.
It's a skeleton in our camera roll.
It's not a skeleton.
Tar. He's a skeleton. It's a skeleton.
I think I just need better friends.
No, go to Utah. Convert.
Mm-hmm.
I will say my Mormon friends in high school were extremely happy.
Well, I have nothing against the Mormon people. I'm sure they. I'm
You sure about that? Because you sent some Slack videos.
I said I don't know what they do for fun, but they have their own versions.
You
of
don't have to
fun.
drink to have fun. You could play a Nerf and
But
stuff.
in the town, there's like nothing to do really,
Hiking,
except go to church.
church, hike, golf, shoot hoops at the local gymnasio.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about shooting hoops?
You ever
at
shoot
the-
hoops at the gymnasio?
Yeah, I have.
This fucking guy.
I heard Duda like swat your shit out of the gym.
He did. He backed you down. I
Bull
got video.
fucking shit. Dude.
I got video of him taking you to the rack.
Imagine that guy backing me down. By the way, Henry from Stranger Things, Vecna, is John Duda. No one's talking about it.
You always gave me a little Fulton vibes, Fulton Oil and Gas.
Yeah,
It's
there's some
John
fault in
Duda.
there.
Maybe it's a mix
When
between
he has
the
those
two.
glasses on, come on.
You're right.
I know.
We'll get to that in a minute. What do we have to do to get you to convert to Mormonism?
It's just not going to happen.
Okay, it's either egg video or converting to Mormonism. That's the
I don't
only
think
two
I don't
options.
think those
Do
are
you
the
think
only
it's
two
two
on the
options?
Do you
table.
think it's a bad thing?
No, I think no.
Because it's kind of like, what is...
I respect all religions.
all of them?
Yeah.
Church of Satan? Do you respect it?
Is there a Church of Satan? Because I don't think there is.
Okay.
Are they tax exempt?
That's they should be under our...
That's it,
current
dude.
Okay, I
Dude,
don't support Church of Satan.
What about
Why not?
Scientology? Are you going to convert to Scientology?
No, that's Will.
Yeah.
Will's a Scientologist. You convert to Mormonism, and I'm vibing.
Yeah.
I'm just going straight up Wiccan.
I'll go Buddhist or something. You know? Why not?
Yeah, I respect them all.
I took the Magic, Rituals, and Religions class at Texas State,
I did too.
and the professor was like he was real edgy. He was like kind of a Hunter S. Thompson type. You could tell he liked teaching the class. But when we got to Wiccan, he was like clearly like had an agenda, and he was like describing the religion. He's like, these are people who are your neighbors, and they're your best neighbors. They keep their yards clean, and they're very nice to you. And it was just, I remember sitting there being like, what do we do? Like,
What is Wiccan again?
Wiccan's like pagan. It's not. Wiccan's like very.
Is it
Look
like
it up.
it's like a branch of
Pagan.
atheism?
No, I mean, there's like I think they believe
It
in
is.
like the deity of the earth.
Yeah, it's
Mother
very
Earth.
it's very witchy and very earthy.
But witchy, not in like your
Not in your
witchy
double
woman.
boil in trouble. You know, or toil in trouble. I saw Drunk Shakespeare. That was cool over the weekend.
It doesn't count.
What it doesn't count as what a live performance.
Whatever your list is doesn't count.
It does because it was sick. It was actually pretty funny.
It was too close quarters.
Yeah, it was very intimate. It was like 100 patrons and then like the people performing, but it was really funny.
It looked. I've heard good things, but what did you at all like feel like they were gonna like call you out, like and you're gonna become part of the show?
I did. The people they did call out, they were in their face like too. So I was like, oh man, this would be very awkward. But they didn't call me out.
You got nothing. They're just like, want you to be a part of it.
Yeah.
That's all I would think about. It's like, oh God, please
God.
don't.
Hello.
They
Go super over the
dude
top.
at the mothership. Like one of the comics like just like held eye contact with me for more than like 2 seconds, and I was like, fuck. Oh no, like I don't really want to be part of this. They're like, oh, what do you do for a living? I'm like, oh, podcast.
Oh, an Austin guy, the podcast.
Oh wow, white guy with a podcast in Austin.
He's got a mustache and a hat on. Look at him.
And I was just I honestly had, this is almost to a T my thought process. I was just like, fuck this. I know how this is gonna go. Anyway, I know how it's gonna go. Come wild card weekend, I'm gonna pop open my Underdog fantasy app.
We'll get your beak a little wet, Dave.
I'm gonna bet higher. I'm going to pick higher or lower. In the football playoffs, I'm going to be all over them because they're here, dude. Wild card weekend. Underdog is the best place to get in on all the gridiron action. You know that, though. Playing on Underdog's easy. Pick if your players will go higher or lower on stats like touchdowns, rushing yards, receptions, and more. I'm just going to take a little quick look-see.
Dude, by the way, man, the teams left in the college football playoff. Interesting group of teams, man.
Yeah, again, I'm talking about the NFL.
I know you are. I'm just thinking out loud.
This guy loves ball. Do you love ball enough to pick whether Brock Purdy will go higher or lower than 237.5 yards?
Ooh,
passing yards,
he's
passing.
He's going to throw for 222. So lower.
So you're going lower.
So lower.
How about this one, though? Justin Herbert, 226.5. At New England, and that's just pass yards. That's a good New England team, I hate to say.
Higher is what I would probably choose.
Ooh,
there.
okay, there you
I'd
go.
probably go higher on
and that's
that.
how you do it. That's how you do it. You get them right, you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. So what are you waiting for? Download the app today. Use your promo code, which is STEAM. Use promo code STEAM to score $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code STEAM. Underdog, make picks, win money. You want to talk a little ball? Must be 18 or older, 19 or older in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 or older in Colorado for some games, 21 or older in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms. _DFS_.html for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. Guy never shuts up.
A little sneaky ball talk?
Yeah, dude. Citrus Bowl.
Yeah. I was watching that mostly on my phone because we were traveling during it, arriving in Las Vegas. Arch, dude. Had himself a fucking ball game. Are people still surprised that the dude just like straight up fast and just a really good athlete?
I don't know. I think because it's the Florida game.
Yeah. Yeah, it was an ugly game.
I don't know.
Man, yeah. Good. I really enjoyed that game. Arch looked amazing without a lot of offense. The guys on his offense that were out, either entered the portal or just sat out. Just did look or got hurt actually. Man, I just
Trey Wisner going to Florida State.
I saw that.
Okay, interesting.
Man, I'm afraid that Texas let too many guys walk because I don't know the portal's going to be.
So his buddy Parker Livingstone, that's like his boy.
Their boys.
Why
their
didn't
roommates.
Arch like break him off or something like?
I don't know what the hell happened there, man. So reports are that he was offered somewhere in like the 600K range, and he was like, no, I'm worth more. And so he split and kind of stuck it to Texas on the way out with a statement. I don't know what's going on there, but he just visited Oklahoma. I don't know if you saw that.
He's going to want to rethink that because they famously roll their joints all wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was like Arch just like leaving the dishes undone or something like that? Was that part of the problem?
Yeah.
Apparently,
He would just
apparently they were just straight up boys. And the
just
kid
fill
grew
it
up
up with soap and never do anything with it.
The
leave
kid grew up a
water
Texas
bottles.
fan too. Like there were pictures of him as a kid, just like decked out in Texas gear. I don't know what's going on there, man. That's a weird situation. Yeah, we're mid portal season, and Texas has some work to do if they want to be good next year.
Go ahead, dude. Get your licks in on Tech. Say what you're saying in the group chat.
What was I saying?
I would never reveal that. All your jokes, all your
Tech. I don't want to say the word exposed gets thrown around way too much in college football. I don't think they were exposed, but you're definitely seeing a team that plowed through a pretty weak schedule.
BYU twice.
And then
Bad matchup for BYU.
And then just got stomped out by Oregon, man. That didn't put up any points. I did not see that coming. Here's what I said to my friend Aztat guy who texted me about it. He goes, I guess your hate watching has gone even better.
Who is Aztec guy?
Aztat guy.
Aztec guy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Gark.
I was very confused.
Yeah, more of a
I said,
Mayan
this is what I
guy
told
myself.
him. I said, look, I know you're disappointed, but
Y'all were texting about the game.
yeah, we were.
I didn't know you were on a text thing with him.
Oh, yeah.
It's
And-
funny that you're texting with a guy you previously muted.
I like him a lot. I just don't like when he trashes Texas. This is what I said to him. I said, look, this is year one of the Texas Tech big spend era, right? Year one. Because Cody Campbell and all that oil money, they bought Texas Tech a really good roster, and they performed extremely well. Obviously, got a first-round bye in the playoff. A great season for Texas Tech. This is year one of that era. Considering that the alumni base and Cody Campbell's, the pockets are still very deep. They're off to a great recruiting start for next season already. They've already landed Brendan Sorsby in the portal, quarterback from Cincinnati. They're going to
$5
be
million.
They're going to be back. They're going to be back. Their schedule next year is piss poor. They're going to cruise their way to the playoffs next year. They will be back. So, like,
You're probably right.
a lot to look forward to. Optimism should be sky high in Lubbock, even though that finish was very disappointing for them.
Defense held up its end of the bargain, but man, Oregon.
Shut them down, man.
You know what? I have not been right about a lot of things, but if you've listened to me over the last 3 weeks, if you are the husband of one of the Mahjong wives in my wife's crew, and we're talking ball, which is kind of what we do. It's kind of what you do. You find the guys who you can talk ball with, and those are the guys you gravitate towards in the neighborhood parties, right?
Sure.
I said, dude, I really like this Oregon team, and they're getting healthy at the skill positions.
DeCorian.
It didn't even have to do anything, like 1 or 2 catches. But dude, their D line came to play, which they had Morton in a blender.
But man, Texas Tech
was scared to step up.
Texas Tech wasn't just winning; they were destroying teams.
Yeah, Oregon's a really good team. Although Oregon definitely lost the uniform battle. It was a terrible. That could have been a great. Tech looked great in their black and red, and then Oregon came in with the Monster Energy can, like the white Monster colors.
Yeah, they did.
And you're just like, dude, what is this?
Yeah,
this could have been like a really good day, but
Let's go Ducks.
I'm rocking with the Ducks.
Same.
Hey, was there any part of you in Ole Miss when Georgia got whatever happened there at the end with the safety, and Georgia got the ball back and they got that last play? Were you kind of like, love Brett, happy for Ole Miss? It's a great story. They deserve this, but it would be kind of funny if they lost on
I
this.
thought it would be pretty funny.
I hate
too.
to admit this, but because of my travel, I didn't watch a single snap from that game.
It was
I
hard
hate
to
to
watch.
admit this, but I'm very mad at you right now because
I know.
that play was. It would have been. It was just incredible.
It was so hard to watch that like no one knew what was going on.
It was bad. It was just bad. Bad way to end the game.
I don't understand. Brett was saying like they didn't even go for the ball on the onside kick. And Brett was like, well, I didn't even know that no time would go off. I'm like, if you recover a ball on the ground, I would automatically assume at no point would the clock start. Like, that just seems
It
common.
wasn't clocking. I don't know.
Yeah, it seems like common logic.
I was just watching it, and it's one of those plays where they're like throwing it backward, and like it went on for a little bit longer than you'd like if you're an Ole Miss fan. You're like, and I was just kind of like, in that moment, I just totally was like, ooh, this would be good content if this is how it went down. But
Ole Miss, man, who would have thought that of all the SEC teams this year, the Ole Miss would be the one to make it to the semifinals?
Yeah,
I mean, Georgia, Alabama, A&M,
yeah,
we're all there.
pretty wild. Indiana though,
Dude,
I fucking love Mendoza.
they're fucking good.
I want him.
Boo.
I know.
Sorry, dude.
I do like that. Was my first time hearing Mendoza talk. I'm like, oh, okay.
He's a leader of men.
They're the
alert.
only, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, the only first round bye team to win their first playoff game.
Yeah. By the way, that appeared to really hurt Tech. That they hadn't played a game in like 3 weeks.
I think it was even more than that.
Maybe it was not longer than that, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, you're right. And that kind of lets you know like how well coached they are.
Yeah.
That's my ball take.
Dude, Signetti, he's a dog. He seems
The memes have been good. I'm glad he's getting the proper memeage.
the McAfee video where he's like
It was weird seeing McAfee from behind.
right before kickoff. Yeah. Right before
Why was that
kickoff.
weird?
It's like this dude is so confident in his team right now.
That was before kickoff.
Yeah.
That's so tight.
Yeah.
I don't know who was announcing, but when Miami won, they're like the first double-digit team to go into like the quarterfinals, semifinals. I'm like, haven't they just been doing this tournament for like 5 years? Like that doesn't
Yeah.
seem like that big of a deal.
It's
The,
not
the
like
12
a-
the 12 team format is this is what year this is just year 2?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it was like okay. Thanks for that tidbit.
History has been made, Randall. Well, part of that, don't you understand?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think if there's been any other noteworthy ball stories.
I just think it's cool that the teams left are teams that haven't been there. Oregon has never won a title.
That's true.
Indiana is Indiana, no offense, but you don't think of them as a football powerhouse.
No, offense them.
Ole Miss, have they ever won a national title? Maybe like in the leather helmet era. I don't remember.
Nah.
And then the fourth team, Miami. Miami, of course, was really good.
The guys in the South
Before, but-
in the 20s talk like that? Because you don't associate like
I don't know.
deep South guys like, nah.
I don't know. How they,
It's always
how they
just
spell.
like mobsters from Chicago and New York.
And Miami, of course, has like a very strong history. The 90s and the 2000s, they were very, very good. But of late, you don't think of them as much of a threat. So it's an interesting group of teams.
Miami's won some titles.
For definitely.
Is Michael Irvin doing too much?
Yeah.
Like he's doing like, and I say this as a Michael Irvin. He's Mount Rushmore Dallas sports for me, obviously. But man, he just doesn't have to. It doesn't have to all be about him. There's a little bit like, just take it back just a bit.
He's a little look at me when he's on all fours on the sideline.
I don't even
Like, what are you doing?
Have you ever watched a game like that?
No.
You're more of a look back at it
I
guy.
usually just sit my ass on the couch. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't get on all fours. But if it works for him, he's taking his belt off and spanking a brick wall.
Yeah, belt to ass,
Belt to wall.
belt to wall.
Build the wall? What? What are you guys talking
the
about
hell?
right now? What,
We're
Dylan?
gonna make Mexico pay for it,
Who's gonna pay for it? Mexico.
and they're like, "No, we're not."
Still one of my favorites.
Yeah, I mean, I just like when there's like a player getting interviewed after the game, like he doesn't have to go over and like it's like, hey man, you'll have plenty of time to.
We know you played ball here, dude.
Yeah, we know. It's nice. I'm happy for Jimmy. It's cool seeing Jimmy there.
Oh, I didn't
Oh,
see
Dylan
that.
checked his watch.
It's
You got
telling me.
somewhere to be.
It's telling me I need to stand up.
Why don't you fucking
Oh,
do it? Do the
we
Brett
got
challenge.
We got the
No, do
Brett.
it.
Yeah, you got the Brett app
Not
on
doing
there.
it. Not doing it.
Jeez. What if it was an email from Rocket Money telling you to check your financial dashboard?
Oh, that might. Oh shit! What'd I do?
You ever had that moment where you realized you needed help getting your finances under control?
Yep.
Rocket Money.
Rocket Money, man.
Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. We've all used it. You've heard us say 100 times. More than that, really, because Rocket Money's been with us for a minute. But we actually use it. I get the emails. I always check Sunday night, see what's coming out of the account, what's coming up.
Probably my favorite use for Rocket Money is that it'll find those subscriptions that you probably don't realize you're still paying for. Maybe you signed up 6 months ago for an account. You're like, oh, I need to use this, and then you stopped using it and you forgot about it. Rocket Money will find those, and with a few clicks, it'll help you cancel them.
Click. I'm doing it.
Or a tap.
Or a tap.
Depends on what service you're using or platform. You get it.
The financial dashboard consolidates checking, savings, loans, and investments into that single dashboard to give you a clear view of the financial picture you're rocking with. That's why we love it. Let Rocket Money help you reach your financial goals faster. Join at rocketmoney.com/circling. That's rocketmoney.com/circling. rocketmoney.com/circling. We got to talk Stranger Things. We got to put a bow on it. How about that? Let's just call this an overall entertainment seg.
Including the doc that Dylan watched.
That is a video he sent me, and I have not watched this. Is this you personally? Or yeah, go ahead there, Bub. Yeah, Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
You did watch
Season 5.
I watched it.
You finished it?
Yep.
Yeah, so there are going to be spoilers if you haven't watched yet. So I guess mute if you're on live or, skip forward.
Did you guys talk any of it yesterday?
No.
None?
Did
Okay.
we? No, we did not.
Overall thoughts? You might have any overall thoughts?
I think overall season 5 was really bad. Looking back at it, the writing was bad, but I still enjoyed it, and I really did like the finale. But I thought the writing was really, really bad. It seemed like every single piece of dialogue was either exposition, explaining how they're about to do a plan, or it was some touching heart to heart. It was like there was nothing else but that.
How many conversations have the group had where they're all just trying to figure out a problem, and then someone just has an epiphany, like, we should do this. This is what's going to happen.
Yeah, they hear a word, and then they take some devices or like some objects around the room, and like, this is this.
They keep
it's getting rightfully
it's the same. It is the same format over and over and over again.
Steve's plan for piercing the abyss with the tower from the upside down, it was the most like, what?
I was like, okay, I get it. And then as soon as it was like, oh, what if there was no like gap to the other world, the abyss? Like they were off center. I was like, yeah, you guys completely just like, I guess, banked on that you would be able to get
there was
up
a lot that had to go right. Plus he involved a slinky.
Yeah. The blatant
that was just a nostalgia play. The slinky really didn't make any sense.
There was a lot of blatant product placement in this season. It was like really bad. I saw in the first, I thought
the morbidly obese kid eating Doritos.
That and like the
Delightful
Gatorade, and there was like Kleenex all over the place. It was kind of annoying in that regard.
Another major criticism I'm seeing is that Holly Wheeler was like a nobody character throughout the first 4 seasons, and then was like the star, basically, with the new actress, mind you, was the star of the final season. I didn't mind that so much.
She was very young in the other seasons.
Yeah, I think people thought she got way too much on-screen presence, which I agree with. But then some people were just mad about like all of her like part and like all that happening.
I liked her storyline.
I was like, the stuff that was happening between her and Max were very important to like learning more about Vecna.
Totally did not mind that storyline at all.
I enjoyed it.
Didn't have a thought of like, I'm getting too much Holly and Max. Now I was like, all right, how long are they going to be wandering through the desert here? But it ended up being pretty good.
People were dogging her acting, and maybe there was some not great acting, but I thought Vecna, Henry, the guy that played that, he did a phenomenal job every single time he was on screen. Duda, yeah.
You know what I didn't like about his storyline, which is like everybody's storyline basically? I didn't like that there is a play on Broadway that provides context that I am not privy to because I don't have access to that play.
Explain. I don't know what you're talking about.
So like the guy with the suitcase, you learn much more about him and what's in the suitcase, among other things. And I'm just like, I don't like that there's people who have more information because they know about this play or went to the, I don't, it's just, that annoyed me a little bit.
Which I was seeing stuff on TikTok before like even the second volume. I'm like, oh, I didn't know there's a play. And
Me
like
too.
people already knew about how Vecna Henry got his powers.
So you got to know why he was, you could kind of piece it together, but like why he didn't want to go in the cave.
But was that this play's own interpretation of what was going on in
I
the show,
think
or did
it's
it actually tie
canon.
into like the writing of the show?
I think it's canon, so I think like it ties in. So whenever they were like going through Henry's mind, and there was like the hallway in the high school, and you saw like young Joyce handing out the, the play stuff. That I think that whole era is what the play is.
See, that's
on
weird.
Broadway
That
right
that
now.
was unexplained in the show too.
I think that
like,
was
wait,
just-
did they just not know that they went to school with Vecna?
They were mainly just doing that so that they can get people involved in the play. I think is that was the reason why those scenes were in the show, was because it ties into the play. Nothing much more than that.
The 11th sister, is it Kari?
Kali?
Kali.
Callie?
Collie.
A lot of people really hating on her
Yeah.
because people hated that episode.
Dude, yeah, that was wild.
From
That
season
is like
2?
the most hated episode of all Stranger Things, and for them to bring her back, like I get why,
Well,
but like
no, I thought it'd been weirder if they didn't bring her back in some capacity, because it's like otherwise season 2 would have been like kind of meaningless.
See, that's funny because you just watched season 2 like a month ago.
Yeah,
Whereas me, who watched
you
it,
like forgot about it.
Yeah.
I would not have batted an eye.
Yeah.
I was not thinking that at all.
a lot of people wanted to forget that episode. Trying to think what else.
The pregnant women, that's the big thing on Instagram. Like, so what happened to them?
People are saying that, but also the whole point of Elle sacrificing herself and stopping the cycle was to like end it all. So it's like they weren't going to save the pregnant women that were ideally like having kids with superpowers. Like they were going to have to sacrifice them too to close the loop. Like I don't understand people's criticism with that. The whole point was to Elle and to stop the cycle of superhuman kids. They were going to have to get rid of all the.
So you
pregnant
think
women.
like the unborn babies and their mothers, they needed to go? Is that what you're saying?
that, according to Elle and Kali,
Interesting.
I don't think so.
Interesting. What's your email? Randy@washedmedia.com.
I just people are pointing that out as like a plot hole and like, oh, we're just gonna forget about them. Like that they were trying to end that whole cycle, and then like, they were unfortunate casualties in that way.
Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't think season 5 was as bad as people are saying.
I thought it was fine. I thought the finale was a proper finale.
I really liked the
I
finale.
liked it. I liked how they wound it up. I saw some people upset, or not upset.
They
just
landed the
bitching
plane.
that we didn't need to know. They thought they gave, maybe me and you were talking about this, like they gave all the characters too much time to like,
Yeah.
instead of doing a montage, like where are they now?
Yeah, it was like 30, 40 minutes left in the show.
I didn't really mind
after
that.
Vecna died, and then it's like,
I was wondering how they're going to fill that time.
and that was because these kids, like, they grew up together, obviously, like not just the actors, but the kids on the show, and they've been dealing with this crazy monster world for a good chunk of their childhood. So it was like an emotion. I get it why they did all that. It was a little, not cringe, but it was a little much for me, I think.
But also the problem is they had so many characters that like they want to give as many as possible, like where they're going to go. I thought it was a good job, and I think leaving open to interpretation whether Elle is alive or not was kind of nice.
She's in New Zealand
but-
backpacking.
but she's dead. Like I think that's very obvious that's just like them accepting like a reality that isn't true. Just saying like I believe she's still out there, but in reality she's gone.
Because if she were still out there, why wouldn't she reconnect with them?
Yeah.
Because she's like, I'm there. People are still looking for her. She's got to get off the grid. I don't really like how and I did see some stuff on this, but it was just funny how after all that, Hopper, everybody, they do all that shit, all those dead soldiers, all
and
that stuff, and it's just like, you guys can go.
Yeah, Elle's not here. It doesn't matter. You guys created like it was high treason, but see ya.
Yeah.
You guys did a lot of bad things.
Yeah,
There's mowing down like members of the military.
Yeah.
Just mowing them down.
Mowing them down.
that's more of like a suspend disbelief. I really liked that they went into Vecna like, oh, you're just a vessel too, and like trying to be like, let's get him on our side, and then not doing that, because I feel like that's been such a trope. Like, let's turn the bad guy into the good guy and get him on our side, for like them to show that he tried that, and Vecna being like, no, I'm the bad guy here.
It
like,
made the decapitation
yeah.
easier.
Also, did the town of Hawkins, did they know about any of this shit that was happening, or they all thought
No.
there was an earthquake?
And they think that there was an earthquake, and then all that, like the polyps or like the dust that came out from it. That's why the whole thing was quarantined, because it was like, we don't. That's what the military was saying, is like, we don't know what all that dust that came. It could be like a contagion. So they didn't know. They just thought it was an earthquake and that something came up from the ground, and they were just in the dark. I was glad the teacher got involved, though. That was cool.
That was good. Now the elephant in the room.
Yeah, well, yeah, you've been mad
room
about
of-
this all thing.
The room of goo.
Oh,
Oh,
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. They didn't really explain that too well.
That scene just went on and on.
The
Jonathan and Nancy they love each other, but they're just not right for each other.
what was
Also-
it? Just like the walls melting? What was
Also,
it?
this room is made of goo, Dylan.
But what was the goo?
was goo.
that matter thing was just melting the walls and stuff.
But it hardened.
Yeah,
It did.
because it just stopped going crazy
While Jonathan was unproposing
and
to
breaking up.
Nancy.
That was a breakup. I did not realize that the Duffer brothers had to come out and be like, "Yeah, they broke up," and I did not think it was a
It
breakup.
was vague. I
Yeah.
thought it was
Oh,
vague.
I thought it was pretty clear.
Oh yeah, I
it
thought
was
it was just
definitely
like,
okay, you guys. No one. First of all, nobody breaks up like that.
yeah, I thought it was more of like, "Hey, I was going to propose to you, but we have some stuff to work on."
No,
Like,
they were
that's how
talking
I
about how.
took it, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I thought it was pretty clear, but whatever.
I mean, he was like, I was watching it, and honestly, I was like thinking up tweets. It was kind of one of those look at my phone and do something else things. So like these are two of the weakest characters in the show.
Yeah.
I don't really care
She's
what's
getting-
happening.
And also, like, we know that she's getting a spinoff, so the whole final
Nancy?
fight. Yeah,
You know they're together in
Why?
real life.
Why is she getting a spinoff?
I don't know. She's getting a spinoff, and like, so that whole final scene when she's like, "I'm going to be the bait." I'm like, well, we know you get a spinoff, so it's not like this is any high stakes here.
Also, she's just absolutely nasty with the fully automatic rifle. Somehow,
Dude, but she was mowing down the elite,
Yeah.
elite like Delta Force.
yeah,
what's going on?
Just fucking
Put
just
her to-
taken down.
yeah.
Like
have her defend Venezuela. Man, it was fucking ridiculous how good she's at with that.
topical reference.
Topical
Did you see what he
reference,
did?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Will's gay.
yeah,
Will's gay.
that was it. Was building up to it the whole season, and like, I'm very glad that they did not do it in the finale. That I was like, they did it right beforehand.
It was very dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
It was very dramatic, and because he felt that his secret was going to get exposed no matter what, so he's got out in front of it. But I don't
See,
know.
maybe you could learn from Will.
Yeah.
You want me to come out of the closet?
We would
No,
know.
I
We
want
want
you
you
to
to put
post
the
the egg
egg,
video.
the egg
Oh,
video.
okay.
Vecna would be just
His
in your dome.
sexuality is your egg video.
If Vecna is going to expose all my skeletons,
So he had to get out in front of it and stop down. He had to get the squad together and be like, "Here's the deal."
that was such a dramatic scene.
Yeah. So I get the point. It was like he didn't want to be fearful of anything, and then like with that, he was able to open his mind and control himself and be able to be more powerful in his mind space to control Vecna. I get the point of it. It did just like drag down for like 7 episodes.
And then you were texting me. You just don't agree with his lifestyle. Is that right?
I've been really. Unfortunately, enjoying the memes of people putting in like Jeffrey
misogynist?
Dahmer, no, that and like Jeffrey Dahmer in the 80s. He was like, "No, Will's going at it again." Have you seen those ones?
I've not.
I
I've seen.
haven't either.
I've seen. This is one of the most meme things of the like shows, like content wise. It has dominated my algo. So that's why I knew about the play.
Yeah, people thought that he was going to Milwaukee after the episode, like the season, because apparently the fictional city sounded like Milwaukee. That Mike said. So they're like, wait, he's a gay man in like the early 90s in Milwaukee. Like, oh no. But
Jeffrey Dahmer. He's a famed serial killer,
Yeah.
infamous, I should say.
But I think he ended up in New York. I think both him and his brother end up in New York.
Yeah. What happened to Robin's girlfriend?
I think that she just like when she was doing her last speech on the airwaves, she said something about overbearing partners. So I'm assuming they're still together. They just never showed it.
I thought, okay.
I liked her character, Robin, not the girlfriend.
She provided a little levity.
Yeah.
Emphasis on little.
Oh, this is the biggest one where I was like, really? When did the Wheeler's mom just become a total badass? And
I've got some real issues with the logistics of her plan to the 3 Demogorgons.
Yeah, in the laundry room.
I'm like, what was she thinking? Like, how did she think that was going to go?
It was also like, how does she even know? Because they came over the speakers and said, there's a demo here. Like, they were speaking in code, and she never knew what a Demogorgon was.
Also, her husband just somewhere just hanging out in that hospital.
No one cared.
Yeah,
Like,
did
I'm
he ever?
still here.
Do we see him at the end?
Yeah, he
Oh,
was
we
at
did.
the
He's at the
graduation,
graduation, but it's like nobody even like mentions him. Like none of the kids are like, I wonder how Pop is.
Yeah. So I mean, I enjoyed it. I still liked watching it. There was just some writing that was like, ugh. Really?
I honestly like.
It's science fiction, though. You have to suspend reality for a bit to really dig into the plot line.
Listen to this guy.
Which is
Look at this
fun.
Listen to this guy.
You know, it's sci-fi, man.
But yeah, I really hope that
Clip
that actor that did Vecna and Henry, like he gets more work, because I was every single time he was on screen.
He was
good.
very good.
Played a good creep.
I thought 11 was good.
Mhm.
A lot of people were. What is it she was doing?
The lip fillers, so she was like mogging and just
her mogging face.
She clearly had,
she's mewing.
some stuff
Her
going.
mewing. That's
Yeah.
it.
She
not
clearly
mogging.
had some stuff going on with her face.
Yeah, I thought the scene where Hopper unloads on the tank. I was like, that's
That-
a fucking good ass. That's
yeah.
a good scene.
I was like, that was such a brilliant move by Vecna. All that, like
Classic
going in that
Vec.
thing,
You know
yeah.
the Vec, dude.
What
You know
was
the
a good
Vec?
move by him?
But like going into Hopper's mind and like getting him to like shoot the tank and disrupt everything that they were doing there.
That's old Jeffrey Vecstein.
I must have missed that.
No, you know that scene.
Where
Well, she's in the
he
tank
controlled Vecna controlled Hopper.
He like
where he was like shows himself in the room.
Yeah. He like pretty much tricked him. He like showed Hopper his like dying daughter and then like showed him that like Ella was gonna die and then pretty much pretended like he was in the room, I think, and then like he shot at him.
Oh yeah. Okay,
And
yeah,
went through him.
for
That
sure.
was
for
that
sure.
was. I was like, how are they gonna get out of this one?
Yeah. So
You said tank. I was picturing like a military tank.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
remember that at all.
no.
Yeah.
The bath tank type thing. But yeah, it was good. Elle's definitely dead. I think they made a big point to show us that the like little hedgehog sonic devices were not pointed at her. And people have also pointed out that Kali would have like been at the epicenter of that explosion, so she would have died first, and she wouldn't have been able to do that, illusion.
Yeah.
Oh,
So like,
Yeah.
it's pretty much them just saying like, this is what we're choosing to believe.
as a non-Dungeons and Dragons guy, I had to just kind of go with what they were saying about the spells and stuff. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, fine.
They
It
kept
seems
on-
a little
Did,
convenient.
did all the D&D references clock to you?
Yeah, but they kept on making sure that they said that Will was a sorcerer, and I've seen other people say this, and I agree. He's more of a warlock than a sorcerer,
I've been
but
telling you that.
I think back in those days, those classes didn't even exist in the 80s. They were just like magic users was the class it was back then.
More of a warlock, really.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
warlock.
All right.
But I mean, it was good.
Do some warlocking.
I enjoyed it. It was a very good way to wrap it up. Shouts to them.
All right, let me talk real quick about this documentary since I already teased it.
Oh yeah, let's talk about it.
It's called Evil Influencer, the Jody Hildebrandt
Okay,
story.
I
or
saw some
something.
trailers from this on Netflix.
It's I was downloading shows before my flight, and I was like, oh, this is #1 on the shows right now on Netflix. It's got to be good. It was really interesting to me because the whole story took place in Santa Clara, Utah, which is exactly where Chelsea's parents live. So I was like, oh, fuck, this is like I just left this exact spot. But yeah, it centers around the Mormon church, and this woman, Jody Hildebrandt, grew up in the Mormon church, and she became an influencer, basically, and wrote books and recorded podcasts and like videos, and she was not a psychiatrist, but like a family counselor, basically, and she counseled couples and families, and it was really weird because one of her biggest things that she did was like separate families. So if a man was like, she'd have these one-on-one like therapy sessions with him, and they would confide in her, like, yeah, I watched porn, and porn was a big topic because she was like, oh, well, you were a sex addict. Even if like you watch porn once in the year, like you're a sex addict. And so she would convince these families that the dad who admitted to watching porn would have to leave the family for over a year. Like just separate them. Like you have to go figure your shit out. Meanwhile, I'm going to look after your family while you're gone. But it starts off, this little kid who's like 11 or 12 years old walks up to a house, rings the doorbell. This old man answers it. He's like, oh, what's going on? The kid has duct tape around his arms and his ankles. And he had been, and he was also like really emaciated, like starving, basically.
Is this like actual footage?
Actual footage.
Okay.
So like a Ring camera or something?
It was a Ring camera, yeah. And so this woman, Jody Hildebrandt, had, like I said, convinced the dad to leave the family. And meanwhile, two of the kids and the mom of this family were living with Jody, and they were basically like torturing these kids. She said they're deviant and they don't, like they did, so she would just punish them by like tying them up and starving them. It was fucking disgusting. It was really, really terrible. But it was just super interesting to me because I was like just there, and so you get like a feel for like the culture there, and it was just fucking bizarre. And this woman's in prison now, and so is the mom, because they literally tortured their kids. It was just fucking weird, man. And
Ooh.
Yeah.
I was hoping this was going to go a different way. Like she was like sleeping. She was like breaking up the families and sleeping with everybody.
There is speculation that this woman and the mom became a couple because they started sleeping in the same bed together, and they would close the door for like 5 hours and emerge from the bedroom. And she's like, oh, Jody saw visions, like what now we know what God's supposed to, like what we're supposed to do because God talked to her, kind of thing.
Do you think anyone's ever referred to you coming out of the bedroom as emerged? Like Dillon emerged from
his slumber. It was bizarre and dark and ugly, and this is not to paint a brush over the Mormon culture as like they're like that. This is just a sick fucking woman. And
how long was she locked up?
I don't know what her true story. I fell asleep on the plane the last like 10 minutes of the show, but she is in prison. I don't know how long for. And that's that, man. It's an interesting watch. Interesting watch for sure.
She is in jail. Oh, damn. She will not exceed 30 years.
She also lived in a $5 million like compound in Utah, and she basically, she charged a lot for her services, like helping these families. They would just, it was nuts.
So what did the dads do when they got separated? They just go golf and shit?
I don't know, but they brought the dad in for questioning. They brought him into the police department, and they were like, when was the last time you've seen your kids? And like it's been over a year, and like they explained to him that his son is emaciated and had been tied up and had been tortured basically, and he just like broke down. He had no idea any of this shit was going on. It was awful.
Damn. You hear that, Randy?
I hear it.
Have you watched porn in the last year? Because you might be a sex addict.
In 2026?
I have to separate you from those hands. Fucking guy. All right. Well, fun show.
Yeah.
We'll see you at 2 p.m. Central for Cold Call.
Make sure you're monitoring those phones and you answer those
Just
calls.
answer it. If you submitted a thing, just answer it. Bye-bye.
Bye.